Hey everyone, welcome back to the product review room. I do have a fun how-to video for you. I did want to mention that we did just move into our new place, which did come with all brand new appliances. One of the things that's really important to me is having an ice maker, but this set did not come with that. I was able to purchase an ice maker kit to be able to install on this fridge and freezer combo. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step on how I installed that on this appliance. But let me go ahead and show you really quick what it ends up looking like. You can see everything is all set up right here. This is the Frigidaire IM117000 top mount ice maker kit. I do recommend going to the Frigidaire website, typing in the serial code for your refrigerator, and just making sure that this product is compatible with the refrigerator you have purchased. I also just wanted to mention that this did take just over 30 minutes to install by myself, but let's get on to the video. You can see all of the parts I laid out right here. And I just followed the user manual when it came to getting this all set up. So if you want to follow along with me, first I went ahead and unplugged my refrigerator. We took out the glass shelf, so we had a little bit of room to move around while we got this all set up. And then I took out this back little panel. It just clipped out of place when I used my screwdriver. And then you can see we had access to the water panel and electricity back there. Next, you can see these little dimples that are already there. I just went ahead and used my drill and inserted the screws that are needed to mount the top of this ice maker. So there were 2 on the side that we installed and then 3 along the top. Because my fridge is 30 inches rather than 28 inches, I went ahead and used this extra little piece and clipped that really quickly onto the ice maker. Next, you can see I plugged in the electricity, and then I used the screws along the side to just mount this to it, and it clicked into place. Next, we installed the top, and then you can see how this little piece slides up and down so you can make sure that this is working. There's a little green LED light that does display when this is on. We installed the glass shelf again on the lower setting, and then easily just placed our ice bucket right under. That's everything that we needed to do inside of the freezer, so let's go ahead and turn this around, look at the back, and then we can get this all set up for water. On the back, I took off the little dust cap to expose the spot for our hose to connect. This just needs to be finger tight. Next, I used these little adhesive clips to straighten out my water hose along the back of the fridge. And I used 2 of these just down the back. Specifically on the back of our fridge, the whole access panel is covered up, so I went ahead and used some tools to open this up and get access to it. Next, I inserted our water line into this little device and pushed it in nice and firmly. The next step was to mount this, and there were already spots to do this. Once this was firmly mounted into place, I just was able to connect the last little wires, line up the water hose, and then we mounted the back access panel back on. Finally, you can see this last little dust cover. It was that easy. We are now completed with setting up everything on our ice maker. Now we just have to get this connected to the water that does come from the house. This is a 1/4 inch connector. And what I have set up for our house already is a 1/4 inch. So this ice maker supply line hose perfectly fits what I do need. So I just picked this up at our local Home Depot, but I'll link something similar to this in the description box as well. So I just inserted this hose on and then tightened it appropriately so I wouldn't have to worry about any sort of leaks or drips. Our house already had the plumbing set up behind the fridge, so I just connected the hose there and tightened it appropriately as well. Of course, we turned the water on and made sure there were no leaks, while also plugging this back into electricity. Finally, it was time to be patient and just let the ice maker start to work its magic. It did take a little bit of time just to get this ice maker filled up. However, this is what it looks like just after one night. Overall, I thought the process of installing this ice maker was really easy. Thanks for following along with this how-to. We hope you can get your ice maker installed really quickly. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I'll be posting new product reviews weekly. I've put a link in the description box, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in this product. We'll catch you on the next one.